Hello, today we're gonna see what are the best exercises to start to go to the gym and some tips that you should know before starting. Let's start with squat. Squat is one of the most important exercises in weightlifting. It works practically the entire lower part of the body. The muscles that do this exercise are quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and the posterior chain is involved. It can be difficult to do squats because it's a very tiring exercise and you have to learn the correct technique to avoid injuries. It is the first exercise because, in my opinion, it's the most difficult. You should always put the most demanding exercise at the beginning of the routine. Now, how to do the squat. In the lower part, we must have the angle of the knees at least 90 degrees. It is not necessary to get down to touch the floor, but it is important to have full range of motion to build muscle and strength. Look at the line from the head to the glutes. It must be straight throughout the entire exercise. You must avoid this arching in the back. The next exercise is the bench press. It is a very complete exercise in which the chest, shoulders, and triceps do the work. It's important to be sure that you can carry the weight, because if you're not able to carry it, you can get stuck with the bar. You can always ask someone for help. You have to do full range of motion, all the way down to the chest and all the way up. The arms have to be extended. Try not to bounce the bar with your chest. In the video you can see that the bar bounced off of my chest. This can be dangerous. You have to go down in a controlled way. Here you can see the lower part of the movement, touching the chest with the bar. The grip should be a little wider than your shoulders, not too narrow and not too wide. The bars usually have markings for this. You should feel comfortable in the grip. Next exercise is chin-ups. Here I do them with extra weight, but they can be done regular, unless you can do more than 15 reps multiple times. Maybe it's time to add a little bit of weight. If you can't do chin-ups or you don't like them, you can do lat pull-downs. They can be done like this or with your palms towards your face to engage the biceps more. Chin-ups, pull-ups, and lat pull-downs are good exercise to work your back and biceps. Again, focus on full range. The bar has to be below the chin, and on the top of the exercise, the arms should be fully extended. Let's talk a little bit about sets and repetitions. In general, to gain muscle mass, it's necessary to accumulate a certain number of quality sets in the week. You have to play with weights, the series, and the repetitions. In the case of chin-ups, if you can do a lot, you can start with as many as you can do and gradually increase the number. Here is an example of how to start in all the exercises. Now, let's assume you have proven that 3 sets, 10 reps with 65 pounds is challenging but possible. This is your number 1 workout. Workout number 2 should look like this: 3 sets, 11 reps, and same weight. Workout number 3, and the fourth should be like this: same sets, lower the reps, raise the weights, and start the cycle again. Raise the reps to 12, and the next day you should increase weight and lower reps again. In this way, you see progress every day, and if you have good diet, you will surely get results over time. I recommend writing down your workouts to improve them each time. If one day you can improve, it doesn't matter. You try the next day until you do. How many times do I train in the week? How long to stay with the routine? I propose the 3-3 rule. 3 times a week for 3 months. 3 times a week that it's entertaining and you don't get tired. Many times beginners start with everything and when they do not see results, they leave it in 2 weeks. And 3 months they should be enough to see some results and think about changing or improving my routine. Remember guys, you have to warm up your muscles before any workout. It is important to be away from injuries, and that as a beginner is difficult to see. If you feel pain during any exercise, it is better to rest for a few days, see if the way you should do the exercise is correct, and if the pain persists, you should go to the doctor before it's too late. There are a lot of types of routines and different exercises, but I think that for beginners it's very important to learn the basics and do not overdo it because it can be counterproductive. The basics in this video should accompany you throughout your fitness journey. If the form of an exercise is not clear to you, investigate and do not be afraid to ask. Anyways, we were all beginners one day. Beginners can progress quickly, but this is not magic. You have to have consistency to achieve attractive results. If you ever give up on an exercise, don't worry. Not every day is the same. There are worse days when we are not as strong and cannot progress. But the idea is to try to take small jumps every day so that long term we can see results. Remember that diet is very important. If you don't have a good diet, you won't be able to build muscle or lose weight, even if you exercise a lot. So that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.